Hello folks, well, big day today. We're going to get the little Suzuki service today. Now we normally go to the Suzuki dealership to get it done, but they've started to get a little bit expensive, so we're going to try this other place here. We'll show you the place in just a minute. It's called something, but it's a yellow place, and there's quite a few of them around in Thailand. They seem to be quite good, like a chain of service departments. So we'll take it there if it's just kind of a fairly basic service, but it does have to have the coolant changed in the radiator. So hopefully we can get them to do that for us. So we'll take you along, show you what it's like, but here we go, getting cars serviced at a place other than the dealership. Well guys, that didn't actually go as well as expected, believe it or not. The story that I think I got is that they can't really do a logbook service, what they're known as in Australia, a logbook service. They can't seem to be able to do that for some reason. Look, a lot of the difficulty I think is the language barrier. So it does seem we're going to have to go back to the Suzuki dealership now and get it done there. So it just requires a little bit more checking on that one. So if you've ever used Be Quick for a logbook service on your new car or near new car, maybe you can just let us know in the comments how it all works. But there seemed to be a lot of blank faces there today, and a little total confusion. We even had the manager out there. We even had the managerial team out there trying to work it out, but it doesn't seem like it's worked out. So we're off to Suzuki again.
Yay, hot chocolate.
Yeah, they got a very good coffee machine.
And this is the only reason I come to the Suzuki dealership with Chris, is their hot chocolate. It's the best.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a summary of the costs for a mid-range, I suppose, vehicle service at the Suzuki dealer. So we've got a Suzuki Celerio. I don't know if any of you are aware of that model. Suzuki Celerio, and it was a 50,000 kilometre service. And this is the bill. So remember, this is the dealer, right? The dealer servicing this for us. So that's the bill there. And I'll leave a better picture of it just behind me or near me here, so you can have a closer look if you're interested. So I'll just go through and read a couple of things now. They didn't actually charge us for any labour. So we had the radiator coolant replaced, the engine oil replaced, a new oil filter, one of the radiator hoses needed a new clip on there, an air filter for the engine air filter, fluid for injector clean that goes into the fuel tank. I don't even know if it's really necessary. And then an engine flush fluid that they put in before they drain the engine. Again, I don't know if it's really necessary at all. Next time I have a service here, by the way, I'll probably ask them not to put that in. I'll have to do some research. Does that actually do anything? So it's come to 3,770 baht. So that's really parts only. So it was a fairly extensive service, coolant, engine oil is normal for any service, oil filter is normal, engine air filter, and those two fluids I mentioned to clean the injectors and the engine flush, and no charge for labour. So I think that's a pretty good price, really. And they got a nice waiting room there, as we showed you on the video, and you can get a coffee and so on. They're quite a nice little place. So there we go. That's a result of our adventures getting a car serviced.
We've just come to this little swim place in Charam. We're after a crocodile. We're having a bit of a, oh gosh, there's a big one. We're having a bit of an Australia Day party on Sunday, and we thought it'd be good to have a crocodile in the pool.
Oh, that's perfect. Look at the size of that one.
I don't think we need the big one. So we're going to get one of these guys. These shops have everything, life vest, swimwear, ice creams. Beer, can you get beer? Little beach toys. This is so cute. Just come to this little local restaurant beside the Suzuki dealership for lunch.
We're just having a bit of late breakfast at a little Thai restaurant on northern sides of Hua Hin. This is a little Thai place, and it's interesting because the menu's all in Thai, which is perfectly okay, but it's really good to come to these places sometimes, and you should try them out. They've got pictures and so on there, and you can always use your phone to do a translate. But we're getting some pad kapow, and Linda's getting some garlic chicken, I think it is.
Yep.
And we're getting rice.
Well,
so.
I think I am.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I just pointed.
Yeah, so I think that's what we're getting.
So I actually got chicken and cashew nuts, which is my second best favourite anyway. And the owner's just given us some watermelon. Years and years and years ago, when we used to come to Thailand and eat at restaurants, they always gave you pineapple and watermelon after you finished your meal. I haven't seen that much these days, until now.
What you're looking at here, folks, is smoke in the air as a result of agricultural burn-offs in Southeast Asia and in Thailand as well. So every country in Southeast Asia does this agricultural burn-off during the winter time. Not in Malaysia, not in Singapore, but the other ones do. And it's really unpleasant, but it does lift after a few months.
We're at the market surrounded by shoes, and look who's the seller. I think I'll buy a pair of shoes from this kitty.
See, we're off to a good start, folks. We've got a couple of problems here, but we've addressed them. Professional gardeners at work here.
What do you think of that crocodile?
Good one.
Is it scary? Hey?
You scared of crocodile?
You're not scared, are you? No, you just want treats. Cleo, what is it? Don't fall in the pool like your brother did. And what have you bought now, Chris?
Oh, Linda, goodness me, where did you come from? You just suddenly appeared there. I was just relaxing, looking at this thing that I bought, and just contemplating the rest of my day, and then you come along and with a iPhone. But anyway, to answer your question, what have I bought? Well, for those of you who don't know, in a couple of days it's going to be Australia Day. So we're having a little party here to celebrate Australia Day in Thailand. because I think maybe a lot of Australians aren't allowed to celebrate Australia Day anymore, but we're going to make sure we celebrate it here. But there's going to be Thai people coming as well, right? So it's going to be a two-country type of thing. So I have bought something very interesting, and people from certain countries may not know what this is, but I'm sure you'll get the gist of it. So look at this. I've bought myself a cricket set. There's a ball here, and then here's the cricket bat.
That's a beauty.
Isn't that a beauty? This is, I was looking for a branded one, so it's not a Grey Nichols. It's a Safsoft.
Very
Safsoft
good.
brand. There you go. So it's like a Nerf bat type of thing. But anyway, look, if there's some kids coming to the party, they can have a hit around with a ball. I don't think there will be, but you never know. We'll put it up there for display, I suppose, if nothing else.
Very good.
Righto, Linda, what are you going to talk to us about today? Something very tasty, I think.
Well, on Sunday, as you already have heard, we're having a little bit of an Australian Day celebration here. I had a look on the internet to find out what people normally eat on an Australia Day celebration, because we've never really done one in Australia, probably because we've always been working or whatever. But anyway, one of the things were, of course, Tim Tams. So I've picked up a couple of packets of Tim Tams from the supermarket here. They come from Australia. You can get some Tim Tams that are made in Malaysia. They're not quite as good, but these ones are Aussie ones, and they were 100 baht.
Okay, so 100 baht, about $4.70 roughly Australian. And how do they compare in price with Tim Tams in Australia at Woolworths and Coles?
Well, I think your friend said they were $6 a packet.
Yes, that's what he said. Yes, $6 a packet.
Yeah, so they're much cheaper here to buy.
So how can that be? Can you?
I have no idea.
How can it be that a product like that, imported from Australia into a country like Thailand, can be sold for a cheaper price than what Australians pay for it day to day? I know sometimes it comes on special and so on, but they're $6 a packet most times. Very mysterious, isn't it?
Yes. So we're also getting from Tinny's Pies in Pattaya, however you want to say it. He's an Australian guy that owns a business there. So he makes Australian pies, sausage rolls and lamingtons. So we've ordered from him, and we're going to have a bit of a sausage sizzle. Did you order the sausages?
Well, that is on my to-do list actually.
Oh, very
to get
good.
the sausages, yes.
And Vegemite sandwiches was on the list.
Yes, I know a place where we can get some Vegemite from.
And fairy bread.
Yes, well, bread will be no problem.
Well, we're having fairy bread. So,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, very good. Very good. Well, there you go, viewers. Oh, look who we've got here. Now, listen, I just want to fill you in a little bit on this guy, where he's got one eye, as you can see, right? One eye missing. And we're going to get that fixed.
No, we're not.
We're going to get that fixed. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. He's going to have a little operation and have the eye fixed. That'll be for a future video.
Okay.